Dustin was really good. Obviously, that first inning, I think we all saw emotions and just kind of losing command a little bit there. But just to show his resolve to bear down, make pitches, get out of that inning, scoreless, and then after that, it just felt like he just continued to get better as the start went on. The fastball to all quadrants, especially that glove side fastball, the sinker, the cutter. There's some sliders in there. I think there's some changeups in there. But just after that first inning, I thought his mix was really good. And, there was a thought to push him, to get him to touch the sixth inning. But I just felt after that first inning of stress, I just wanted to sort of bank that outing and get him ready for the next one. But I don't think we could have hoped for anything more from Dustin tonight.
Did you say anything after the first inning? Did you say anything to him?
No, I didn't. I just kind of let him, get into the game, and Mark talked to him a little bit. Austin was fantastic with him tonight.
I know you have just expectations in general tonight for him, but after seeing him get out of that first inning and kind of how he was just so efficient to continue it, was it sort of relief, excitement? Was there some emotion that you were feeling just to see him kind of come out of it?
More the emotion I felt, I think that we all felt, was just joy, in the sense of he's kind of weathered that long road back. To see him back on a major league mound, I know his family was here. They were all excited. So that's probably the main thing. And going back to Dustin, I think even he struck a guy out to end the third or the fourth inning with the slider, and he was upset. And he was upset, thinking that that's the pitch that should be there all the time, and he's his toughest critic. But taking everything into account, I think that we were all pleased. And he's going to, I'm sure, poke holes in his outing, but really good.
Did his stuff look as crisp as it did pre-surgery to you?
It did. It did. I think even early, there was obviously some overthrows, but when he was sinking it up, from 2 through 5, it was sharp. It was crisp. The late life, there was some forcing fastballs at the top that he got from swing and miss. I thought everything was sharp, late, and as good as I've seen.
How overpowering is that when everything is sort of what it did like it was?
It's overpowering. It makes a hitter from the left side, the right side, very uncomfortable. And he's efficient. He's a strike thrower, so he's going to keep the infielders involved. And when he's using and commanding those pitches, he's a tough at bat. I'm very uncomfortable.
You mentioned some of that emotion, but what was it like sort of first pitch, seeing him navigate through all that? I'm sure there's part of it.
I like the way that a young pitcher can try to harness his emotions, and I know that a couple walks in there, getting behind, and trying to find some way to slow it down, and you could see him trying to do that. And so that last hit, I think it was the 7th hit of the inning, really had to make some pitches, and I think got a strikeout there, and then after that point, it just seemed like he was just kind of back into his rhythm.
Watching him on the mound, he's like bouncing around, screaming like that. What does that mound presence sort of do for him?
That's his kind of energy. He's not gonna. We just want him to be himself, and he's an emotional guy. He probably does things that I don't think that he realizes, but a lot of it is just that kind of adrenaline that he has, and that's kind of how he exudes it.
In terms of the timing of his coming back, is this kind of a sweet spot where he has enough time to get stretched out, but also maybe he'll be a bit fresher for the postseason?
It is, and that's something that we as an organization sort of really try to map out, and you've got to give a lot of credit to the rehab guys in Arizona, that the doctors that got him back, because to get a guy back from Tommy John, it takes a whole army, and those guys did a fantastic job. So I know those guys are holding their breath, they're really excited for tonight. But yeah, to have, you can look at 6, 7, 8 starts, something like that, to get them into the groove to, as we look out to that point, we'll have a lot more information.
Sometimes when you face a kid making his debut, it takes an inning or two to figure out what he's trying to do, but it looks like there was no lag time tonight. Is that fair to say?
No, this is a tough debut for any young pitcher to come here sold out, and you look at this lineup. So got a quick out with Mookie, and then, then he sort of got ambushed, and the big Will Smith home run kind of, got us out there, and then Justin followed up a couple innings later with another 3-run homer. So, we didn't take it easy on him, but it was a tough one for the young kid. Thanks, guys.